Hi friends, a very warm welcome to each and everyone. Thank you for stopping by and watching. Today we are going to do something very beautiful, cute, easy and very quick. So this is the granny square I made in my last video. If you haven't checked out, it is there up on my channel and I will put the link in the description box below. So you can use any granny square, whichever you like. So in this video, we are going to cover up how to join this granny squares with this beautiful zigzag method or the slip stitch joining method. Okay, so I will walk you through each and every step, each and every detail, how you're going to do that. And then we are going to make this beautiful border for the purse or the bag. Okay, we are going to add the buttons and we will have a very cute granny square bag. Okay, so let's get started with this. Okay, the only thing you will need your two granny square, any contrasting color matching, or you can use the same color, whichever you like. Okay, so I hope you learned something new and you enjoy. So let's get started. So here are my two squares. Okay, exactly the same. So you can work with any two granny square which I like exactly the same. Okay, I'm going to use my cluster stitch granny square. Okay, so now I'm going to use 4 mm seam hook and I'm going to use the pink color over here, that was candy floss. Okay, it is 3 lightweight DK yarn. Okay, you can use any whichever contrasting color you want to use. So we are going to fold the squares in this way, so the right sides are facing outward, okay, and the wrong sides are inward. So you can take any two corners. Okay, so you'll have chain to space in the two corners, so you're going to go in that space. Okay, then we are going to make a slip knot, place it on the hook, pull it through, chain one and single crochet in that same place. That's where we have joined our work. Okay, now we are going to use the slip stitch joining method, or you can see zigzag method also. So for that we are going to start from the back of the square. So the back square we are going to use it first, but instead of using from here, we are going to see the first single crochet here, which is we are going to go from behind. Okay, we are going to go from behind the whole stitch, okay, and make a slip stitch like that. Okay, then we are going to come for this square. Now this is the first single crochet here, so we are going to go in the first space for the single crochet from the front side and inward and make the slip stitch like this. Okay, so we are slip stitching each stitch separately. Now we go the other square, we take the other stitch from this side, go and slip stitch. Now this side we come here and slip stitch. So this is the zigzag way you will get. You will see it once you do even more. So we'll come from back to in front, inside, grab the yarn and slip stitch. Okay, now from front we go inside, grab and slip stitch. Okay, from back, come inside, each stitch one slip stitch. Okay, so you will get this beautiful ridging, okay, edging, sorry. Okay, and it is really simple and very beautiful joining. You go inside and just slip stitch. Okay, then go from here and just slip. You can grab the yarn this side. Okay, make sure you keep your tension little tight only, not very loose, not very tight. Okay, because we need the stitches to be little tighter. So I hope you can see this. It's really very beautiful. Okay, so we are going to do this all the way till we reach at the corner, this first corner which we'll get. Okay, the one corner we joined, and the next corner I'll show you what you have to do. Okay, so you're just going to go and slip stitch in each stitch. Okay, so here I have done one side. Okay, this is the join. Okay, isn't that beautiful? So now we are going to go at the corner. Okay, so here I have finished. So this side I have finished this square. So I'm going to go in this corner, the chain to space, and just going to do one slip stitch, then come in this and do one slip stitch. That's all. Now we are going to go the first stitch which we get here in that and make a slip stitch. Sorry. Okay, go into the first stitch, make a slip stitch, then come here. Now we are going to work the other side here. Okay, and then this side you'll get, this is the first stitch here, so you're going to make a slip stitch. Okay, and now we are working the other side. So in the corners where chain to space is there, you're just going to do one slip stitch. Okay, and that's all. So you'll get this corners in this way. Okay, so this is how you're going to join all the way. Okay, for the corner, next corner you're going to make this two sides, and I will meet you at the third corner here. Okay, so continue, and I will see you at the third corner. So you're just going to slip stitch in each stitch. So here I've reached the end, my last slip stitch I did, and now it is the corner. So now what I'm going to do, just going to go in the corner from here. Okay, any side you're there, you're just going to go in both the corner and make a single crochet. Okay, now see, this is the joining we have done. Okay, all the way around. Okay, so here it is done. So now we have joined the squares. Now you can do this with any squares you like. Okay, so now we are going to work the top part. Okay, so now for the top part I'm going to use the backward stitch. Okay, that will match the vibe of this slip stitch area. So instead of going forward this side, I'm going to work backward this side. So you can use this method, or you can just do a single crochet all the way around. Now here this stitch is there, this is the corner, stitch here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go in that corner stitch, okay, and that same place where I did my last stitch, in that same place, and make a single crochet, a backward single crochet. Then go in the next stitch here, okay, and make my backward single crochet or the crab stitch. Okay, now you can use single crochet. So we are going to do crab stitch and this way all the way around, okay, but I want you to stop here, 1 shell, 2, 3. Okay, so I want you to stop at this point. So I'm just going to add a stitch marker. So this is where we will make the loop for the button. Okay, you're going to just find the middle part. For me, the middle part is 3 granny stitch this side, 3 granny stitch this side, and on top of this double crochet I'm going to put a stitch marker here. So when I come from here, I will stop over here, okay, and I'll meet you over there, and rest remaining I will just continue putting the crab stitch in each stitch. Okay, I just want to show you one thing. Now here is the last stitch for this square. So I am at this here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to skip this part and go directly on the next square, the first stitch which is there, okay, here, like this, okay, and now we continue till we reach the stitch marker. So here we have reached the stitch marker. I removed my stitch marker. I will put my last single crochet over there, backward single crochet. Now I'm going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then come back, hold it in this way, hold the loop and come back in the very next stitch here and do the single crochet. Okay, I'm holding the loop over here. Now if you want, you can make the loop bigger. After putting the single crochet, just lay it down here, and we are going to check with the button we are going to use over here that it's enough or not, and I feel it's perfect, right? Okay, so now we can continue putting our backward single crochet or the crab stitch. So here I have reached, okay, so this is the corner of joining. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first join my work with the slip stitch in the first stitch here. Okay, now you can decide to make a strap differently and attach, or do the strap right now. So you can decide if you are doing, so if you're doing for adult size with a bigger granny square, I suggest you make a different strap and attach it. But you're following along me, I'm making for a child size, so I'm going to take almost somewhere between 120 or 130 depending on the stretchability of the yarn. Okay, if the yarn stretches a lot, you will need less chain. Okay, so let's chain 120, and if I'm decide to add extra, I'll let you know. Okay, so now we are just going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I have done 130 chain. Okay, so after you finish chaining, now if you want, you can do slip stitching all the way back. Okay, after the join I'll show you, but now I'm just going to join with slip stitch. But first I will make sure that the chain is not twisted. Okay, and I will just join over here. Okay, this very part where we left the space, okay, where we skipped the joins of the square. Okay, there we'll just go and slip stitch to join. Okay, here we go. Okay, here, chain one. Now I'm going to cut off the yarn, but if you need the handle to be more strong enough, you can go slip stitch back. Now from here you can just slip stitch all the way till you reach the other side here, and then cut the yarn and weave in, join and weave in. Okay, so now we are going to just cut off the yarn. Okay, pull it out, cinch it tight, and now we can weave in the tails. We are going to weave the tails inside. So here is the handle. Okay, it's perfect for children, you know, they like to keep their small items inside, and it's perfect. So this is the top area of the purse. Isn't it matching the vibe of the slip join with slip stitch part? Okay, so now we are going to add the button. Okay, you can add whichever button you like, so I'm going to add it over here. Okay, so let's grab. Now if your buttonhole for sewing in is different, okay, you can use thread and needle and just weave in the buttons. Okay, whichever way you like. I'm just going to place it over here, and I get this. It is nice and big. You can see the buttonhole is nice and big, so I'm just keeping it over here in the middle of the stitches here, and I can use both the side of the stitches to join it. After the button is sewn, you can easily close it, and I just love the closure. Isn't it cute and beautiful? Now if you want, you can add a lining, or this perfect small kids, just to add some chocolates in that and gift, and it's a great gift. So I hope you like it. Okay, and I hope you make one. So I hope you had fun and you enjoyed. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye, friends.